Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, a host Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. All theatre in exciting and 1 versus 1 on whole lot in Fatima between here. Augustus Marius fighting for the Wehrmacht, for the Reich, for the 2nd Panzer Division, tasked with counter-attacking, pushing back the Americans here under the command of Kamfrenchie, fighting here for the 7th Infantry Division, with recon support, airborne company and infantry company versus Augustus Marius' mobile defense, spearhead and assault support. Bulletins here are a mix of infantry and mines for Augustus, whereas there's a bit of infantry and tank destroyer here for Kamfrenchie. Rear echelons moving up, by the way, noting he's standing up with 2 rear echelons, thus opting to grab a bit more territory initially. The interesting thing is, same with Augustus Marius. So both players sort of grabbing a lot of territory, attempting to, in this case, Augustus rushing towards the centre, wiring off the heavy cover there, while other units heading northwards, both sides, and afterwards getting in some more regular infantry to help solidify control. Kamfrenchie heading south, Augustus heading northwards, although it looks like actually Kamfrenchie shifting towards the centre north as well now, which would certainly apply a bit of pressure there to Augustus. Centre victory point there secured for the glory of the Reich, while they're going to at least move forward. Signal escort there on the way. Rifleman getting ready to strike the centre west, the rear echelons are heading northwards. And there you go, 2nd rifle squad up there. Canadians not quite ready there for Augustus, and there you go. Go! Good lord, hiccups. First shots fired. The Pioneers are the ones to initially field the attention here of the Americans. Both rushing there for the building. Who will the first be there? There we go. The Americans kicking in the door just as the Pioneers are right on their heels. They manage to get in there, ensuring the Pioneers won't be able to do much. And there we go. We've got Riflemen moving in to further seal the deal here against the Pioneers. Force them off or kill them. They're still moving in to try and assist here from the rear, but the Pioneers need to get out there. They're already taking heavy damage and casualties are already there we go, beginning to mount heavily. We got a single escort there arriving, the other riflemen moving in to further support and reinforce success here for Kamfrenchie around the northern part of the map here, holding back Augustus from making too much territorial grabs already there. Good job, good job. Looks like the other Pioneers have also, no, they're just up here actually. Never mind then, briefly thought they had fallen back. 3rd Grenadier Squad on the way for Augustus. No MD-42s, which could otherwise help him a bit, I think, versus all this infantry initially. And there you go, Rifle falling back. Might try to activate him into sort of drawing out into the open. Grenadiers, or Rifle take up in the buildings. Rear echelons moving out to take the munitions. South being, well, largely American there. No opposition there to Kamfrenchie's manoeuvres. Pioneers getting shot at. Not quite looking too good there. Jürgen fell. Celeste, leave him behind. Come on, guys, don't leave me behind. And he's attacking up here. Taking up some heavy cover. At the same time, they're getting flanked a bit here. Maybe some weird body fire could help a bit, but there you go. Grenadiers already a bit wounded. Take some losses. At the same time, move straight here for the fuel point. Nothing to really push them off there. You've got 3 rifle, 2 rear echelons there for Kamfrenchie. Nothing further being happening there. Could we see a tech up? No, nothing at all so far. Got a bit of resources flowing there. Rifle inside the building. They're beginning to suffer out. We got MD-42 there running for Augustus. Rifle hitting the fuel point. Augustus will have to shift troops forwards, pushing southwards here with the Pioneers. Rear echelons getting back into the buildings and to the Germans. The rifle are in a pretty bad condition. In fact, he could get off a push or a wipe there, but no, he doesn't push forward. Instead, he holds the cover, allowing Kamfrenchie there to pull back an otherwise battered unit of riflemen. They're holding up their riflemen, actually pull out to negative cover, gaining off a few kills there as Johnny falls over dead. At the same time, we got riflemen flanking in from the south, forcing Augustus there to fall back. We got an ambulance there running for Kamfrenchie. Nothing further though. It doesn't seem like he's actually going for a lieutenant, which is pretty interesting. You'd normally see a quick lieutenant or something like that. Could of course be he's aiming here for the capture, but at the same time he went for the ambulance first. So not entirely sure what Kamfrenchie is thinking. Rear echelons here versus Pioneers. Looks like the Pioneers might have the upper hand here. Then again, looking rather close. They're looking rather close. You've got the MD-42 running for Augustus, setting up support here. Fuel retaken overall, though Kamfrenchie is still maintaining that control. Of course, now things might shift in the south with no forces there besides the rear echelons were just sent scarpering away. Rather than holding up there, can the Germans force out? It's going to be a bit tricky. Of course, you could try and attack from here, sort of have the Grenadiers occupy them from the north, then MD42 Grenadiers attack from the south, then just begin tearing away. But at the same time, that could have some problems to do to the riflemen there. Of course, the question is Augustus aware of those riflemen hiding in the building? Going for the munitions here. First, looks like he's more intent on denying the Americans that, or maybe, of course, gaining more munitions for himself. MD42 remains to the Grenadiers are flanking from the south. Rather than they need to consider falling back, they're not looking too good there for Kamfrenchie. Low on health and low on numbers, they are easy targets for the Germans.
Armory has unlocked the Browning automatic rifle.
And we've got a very early BAR upgrade here for Kamfrenchie. Now that is pretty rare. We even see the reasons they've been equipped with some, but it's definitely not very common to see an American player actually research BARs that early into the game. Most players, of course, tend to favour the Lieutenant and quick M20, but looks like Kamfrenchie's got other things in plan. It's sort of focusing on just increasing the firepower of his overall men, which could certainly also work, and of course apply a bit more pressure. We got some early telemounts going down here for Augustus. Worried about, of course, you know, an early M20, but of course instead he might be hit with early BARs. Of course, with that he's not going to be quite as prepared, since he's rather lacking munitions for light machine guns, maybe, with all telemounts going down. We got to take up here, by the way, from Augustus. Like to make us company is up. Ports there being secured.
We are ready for action.
How will he react? We got a fighting position going up here for Kamfrenchie as well. Got more riflemen being equipped with BARs, the Browning automatic rifle. And Pioneers, it could be in trouble. There you go. Right past the rifle, of course, there we go. Augustus will now be aware, of course, that Kamfrenchie has gone for the Browning automatic rifle. A squad level LMG. Labeled to the Americans, World War I vintage weapon, really. Pioneers, they're wiped out. That's going to hurt Augustus a bit. He's, by the way, gone for Spearhead. It's actually been some time since Spearhead been used, and certainly this early on, of course, it might indicate he's intending here to get a mortar half-tag out, provide a bit of light artillery support there versus Kamfrenchie's forces. Instead forcing back due to the rifleman's presence. Of course, I mean, upgrading with BRs definitely gives them a strong advantage over the Grenadiers. So, I mean, upgrading a lot of his men with this will certainly help him out. It also, of course, increases here the firepower of the re-echelons, making them a bit more potent as well here in the fight. So it's definitely going to make things more comfortable here for Kamfrenchie, as he'll of course now be struck with even stronger rifle for all sorts of points here, and that's only going to make the MD42 a lot more important to sort of keep things in control. And there you go, Grenadiers wiped out. Another loss there for Augustus. Not looking good here for the 2nd Panzer Division's initial assault here. Kamfrenchie's already bogging it down. He's getting a pack 40 there, but he needs something to do with the infantry. And I'd certainly say with the addition of the BAR, of course, we're talking to Augustus, of course, is not going to meet your tech rush. I mean, another MD42 here I think would be good. Quick route grenade there does force them away, but that's only going to be a brief moment as they return away there. MD42 there trying to hit. We got, I think, some light machine guns up here. Of course, now he knows, of course, about that. So he shifts to sort of help deal with the infantry. That's definitely a good move. Pioneers, though, could be wiped out here. Might try and get another wipe here. Looking rough here, but looks like the Pioneers do manage to get away with the rifle. They push forwards up to this range where the rifle grenades can do nothing. The only thing that could make it worse if Kamfrenchie actually research grenades himself. There you go, Grenadiers in a lot of trouble. We could see another wipe there. In fact, looks like we will. Good lord, we are seeing Panzer Grenadier being sent forth here from the 2nd Panzer Division's Panzer Grenadier Battalion. They'll certainly be able to provide a bit more punch to a certain extent, but even then the rifle and the BRs will certainly threaten them. There are lots of BR fire here versus the Grenadiers doing their best to hold on here, but it's rather looking tenuous. Rather than there being held back behind the cover, they're actually trying to slowly creep forward for the MD42 will put a stop to that. Another Panzer Grenadier unit on the way here. This is definitely not the ordinary. You'd see actually for a Wehrmacht player to go for a lot of Panzer Grenadiers versus a US player, particularly with BARs, but then again, you just don't see a player going for early BARs at all. But it's certainly allowing Kamfrenchie to do a lot of damage and stuff. He doesn't really seem to be doing anything with. Oh, there we go. He's finally taking out. I was starting to wonder about that. I mean, it just seems odd, you know. We have plenty of resource, in particular plenty of fuel. And now we got recon support chosen. We also got grenades up here. With BARs and grenades up this early, he should, I think, considering a munitions catch up to sort of help support this. We've got an 8 Greyhound here arriving, provide a bit of lighter armoured support. Interesting to see an American player go for this long without actually tagging up, which is usually one of the American strengths, but actually with early BARs, early grenades, and then combining it here with recon support, he can still go for a pretty strong tier 1. But at the same time, in certain regards, he's then spending less resources just on taking up, and it certainly has some potential. If you can sort of keep up the pressure. Alright, Yes, they're finding about where we got minesweepers up here, not bad, and we got armoured squirts there on the Greyhound. Standard armoured car there of the Americans, they were quite fond of using it. Weapon reinforcing, healing up. Currently not upgrading more with BARs, it seems, at least not for the time being. Pioneers heading southwards, but still 2 Panzer Grenadiers. This should be interesting. We also got a Pack 40 on the way there. Had in one initially, but cancelled it. And of course, with the Greyhound out on the field, I mean, he is going to need a Pack 40 to help deal with that. 13mm gun there, firing away at the Panzer Grenadiers, home to kill someone, but not quite succeeding in the endeavour. And there we go. We do see munitions casualties going up. Splendid work there by Kamfrenchie. That will certainly further solidify, of course, his strategy again, which is very much a munitions-heavy strategy with all the infantry. And it's certainly also, I think, the first time I've really seen an American player sort of make good efforts, you know, with an infantry-heavy strategy in a sense. You know, a lot of players just go for the riflemen, but they tend never to sort of really go into sort of heavy upgrades unless they go for the infantry doctrine. But here, early grenades, early BARs really taking advantage of the Americans. That's certainly some old school stuff. I mean, from Company 1, that was pretty much the more common American play to sort of get BARs, maybe both grenades as well, and thus really get some heavy and tough infantry troops there to deal with the Germans. And certainly with the smoke grenades as well, you can actually do a lot to sort of minimise the firepower from Augustus, Marius, Panzer Grenadier, but also the MGs. Though so far we've only, I think, seen one smoke grenade. You should definitely consider doing more. Greyhound moving up there, 30mm gun firing up on the Grenadiers to start the building, Pack 40 being pushed forwards. Greyhound there needs to be careful, there you go, shot fired. Good shooting, Fritz, now just hit it, gosh, it's over there, see, all of it's time away. Grenadiers need to vacate the premises, that's about to fall together like a house of cards made out of biscuits.
We're jumping off, fellas.
Greyhound there rolling back, pulling back for repairs, good, pressing down the south there. Augustus constantly sort of pulling down troops there, ensuring he doesn't have to sort of worry too much about the north. Good job there, and certainly also an important thing to note here about what Augustus Marius so far has been doing, which some players tend not to do when they're versus the Americans, is he's focused. I mean, he does push elsewhere, but he's never just sort of running around pell-mell. I mean, it's very much he's clearly focused on the north in trying to regain that. And of course, in that guy, he's focusing his forces, tactics, all that, and more around that, which also makes him a bit more formidable foe there. So well done there, and certainly also allowing him to hold the fuel point. Of course, he has suffered a bit for it. If he can keep this up, of course, he can slowly sort of turn things more to his favour. You got more telemancy. I mean, really, again, we see here that Augustus really was worried about an early vehicle rise, but of course, with this, of course, he's been caught a bit down on his luck. We have got an early take up there, by the way, from Augustus. Or not early, but, you know, taking up anyways. Tier 3 there available. Support armor core, that's definitely going to do good. We've got nothing here further from Kamfrenchie, although he's not getting an anti-tank gun. He's of course worried about any vehicles. Also interesting to note, he's also tapped for a lieutenant. So he's got lieutenant, he's got the captain. He's got an anti-tank gun. So he's gone for both of these structures here, which I think is a bit interesting. Oh, Pioneers right there, another good kill there for Kamfrenchie against Augustus. Augustus there clearly wasn't expecting that. One incendiary round could be good enough. The MG42 now he has reached Veterans 1. More Pioneers around there for Augustus. But getting north here. And right from there, suppressed Grenadiers moving up close. Take advantage of this, and there you go, Rearson getting stopped here by the MG42 as well. Greyhound moving in again. Going to get off a few good shots there, imagine, versus the MG42. 37mm gun turns and shoots. Misses. And there you go, Grenade versus the Grenadiers. Good hit, they've got other riflemen there supporting as well, forcing the Grenadier back there. 2nd Panzer Division counterattack in the centre was foiled. Up north, Panzer Grenadier making very slight progress. And it looks like the Greyhound is taking hits there from the Pack 40. Needs to be careful. Oh, no. Greyhound there wrecked. An actual casualty there inflicted upon Kamfrenchie now. And he calls in the 2nd Greyhound, and immediately seems like he's got something planned there with them. Each enough, he did not really have much chance to actually get close there and use its cancer shot, even though they're sort of less overly reliable. They can still be used to sort of wipe his wounded unit. Of course, now the Greyhound itself is more valuable, now the gun has sort of been put more in line with the Stuart light tank, and thus shoots faster and does more damage overall. Grenadiers, Panzer going to move forward here. Assault team there, but there's too many riflemen here, and the M42 can't really match there. Quick geballte Ladung. And MG42 is up ready to cut, but then again it's almost wiped out there. At the same time, Panzer is up north here, engaging captain and riflemen getting overwhelmed there as well. More grenades going off. MB42 low on health. It's a bit risky there by Augustus. He could risk losing it, getting wiped out there with a good shot or two, or maybe a quick grenade there. Seems though their Lady Luck favoured him a bit. And it does need to fall away though. Looks like we got no upgrades there for the Greyhound, and we got the Suprema co-op here for Augustus. Stugo of course could be an option, but then again he could play here for a Panzer IV. Considering his doctrine though, we aren't really seeing much of it. No mortar half-tracks, no reconnaissance overflights. Well, at least he's not just playing for Tigers, which I think would be a bit more too advantageous here for Kamfrenchie. Going for a Panzer IV right now I think would actually be a very strong choice, since Kamfrenchie is... He's only got one anti-tank and a couple of... well, a captain with some bazookas there to sort of deal with it, and if Kamfrenchie or Augustus can use his Panzer IV correctly, that could certainly make things a bit unpleasant here for Kamfrenchie, because overall, I mean, he can deal with the Panzer IV. The problem is, he's got a lot of territory, and he can't cover all of that. In particular, he's got a very wide frontage that would allow the Panzer IV to be able to strike here and there, and that could actually make things very difficult there for Kamfrenchie. So with the lack of anti-tank to sort of really form up sort of more proper map control, there's a chance here for Augustus to sort of get back in the fight if he plays his cards correctly. But getting back the fuel plant north, but at the same time again, troops being sent south, thus drawing away troops from the north. And that's also primary, well, good reasons to do harassment, not just for economic reasons, you know, you're cutting off fuel and munitions from your opponent, but also just to force them to react and draw away troops from other points you sort of find more important yourself. Panzer's there though. There'll be a good time I think for a Kansas round, but no. Kamfrenchie did not go for it. I think that was a bit of a miss. I think, well, he probably could have wiped them. He could have definitely given them a lot more of a vicious beating. Maybe left some of them rather low on health. Either way though, Robin heading up here with support from the Airslance, now eventually too as well. Lots of fire there going to Grenadiers, forcing them back. Greyhound ready to provide a bit of support. Pack forward though, falling back as well. Grenadiers almost wiped down there, going before two opening up. Incendiary around here will of course do quite a bit of good down the rifleman getting stopped. Smoke grenade down though, good, good. Ah, shite, this was American sense of smoke. Haven't you learned smoking is bad for your health? In particular our health. Anyways, going himself flanking in on the MD42. Getting off a few good shots there, point being cut off as well, doing a lot there to sort of deny Augustus resources, but again he's got fuel enough, and there we go. Panzer compounds being immobilized from the Panzer Battalion to throw back the Americans. And also interesting to note here, I mean, despite all the tagging he's done, he's actually made very little use of either of these two. I mean, he's only got the lieutenant, for example, he's got the captain and anti-tank gun, and that's it really. There's nothing more there. We did see the Pack 40 here getting wiped there, Panzer gun is leading the assault. An awful lot of assault rifle fire there. But still, I mean, I'd never really recommend, you know, just taking up, not to really make use of it. I mean, it's American, sure you get some free units, but I mean, that's 250 munitions I could have spent, say, on, you know, towards a stupid light tank, a pack howitzer, you know, even taking up and going for some armor. Or another Greyhound. So I don't know. Phew, that's a bit dangerous move there for Kamfrenchie. Even though he does, of course, get the lieutenant there with the Thompson and the BAR. And there you go, Robin here. Quickly hit against the Panzer, but it does miss. Ah, still gets off a good hit there. Ultimately, the rifleman still pushed away though. Panzer's there closing in eventually 2. MD42 firing away. And eventually 2. Quick grenade there, good drop there by Kamfrenchie. By the way, now adding in a fuel cache, good. We also got a upgrade on the final position, covering his car front further, and we see the MB42 leading out of the building though is wrecked. And there we go though, tides are turning a bit maybe. Panzer Boy arrives, there's only captain right now to deal with it, but of course at the same time the captain's out in the open. Panzer Boy can get a good hit, except he's occupying with the lieutenant. There we go, the turns, because this could also help the light machine guns and rifle grenades. Anti-tank gun being rolled forwards, and there you go, captain taking heavy losses, opening things up here for the Panzer IV a bit. And Kamfrenchie actually cutting out right in his anti-tank guns, since there's very little to actually cover it right now. So if Kamfrenchie moves ahead, he could actually risk losing it to Augustus, in particular if Augustus, say, calls in a fragmentation bombing run to try and wipe it out. Panzer IV though pushed back here for some repairs, at least for a brief moment. By the way, he's currently got more armor on the field than Kamfrenchie. And there you go, the rifle about to get wiped out here. Without a BAR and certainly the Grenadiers tearing apart with that machine gun, things not looking good. And there you go, anti-tank in a bad spot here. You are seeing the Greyhound moving up, Panzer IV moves in. You could see the anti-tank here, and there we go, wiped out. Things are looking a bit bad there for Kamfrenchie. tactical mistake there. Right from the rear echelons, a lieutenant moving up here could lay down a smoke screen to resecure and then pulling it back. I think that would be the safest choice there for Kamfrenchie at the moment. Also regaining territory in the north, of course, all the forces being drawn away towards the centre to sort of dam up for the Panzer assault. Panzer leading the way here, we got some shooting going on there. Smoke screen going down, good. Good use of smoke screens are there. Not a lot of players that sort of tend to use them, but there we go. Anti-tanker though needs to pull back. But there's a flanking in, need to fall back before rough grenade or something else, and Pax will just get shots back. And of course here we see, of course, why he should have dropped it straight here in front of the anti-tank gun rather than right here. I mean, in this case, while it covered the M4 troop and the Panzer IV, it didn't cover any other troops away. Someone got wiped out there, I think. Rather than falling back as well, the anti-tank is open there to Augustus. Greyhound there fighting the north. Kamfrenchie has been a bit withholding with it. Hasn't been as aggressive with it as he could have been, I think.
Battalion just released a major for action.
And finally, we got take up there from Kamfrenchie. You got another Panzer IV there on the way for Augustus, pushing further what he's got an advantage right now. Good decision there, good decision. Of course, he just could have used Stooges to fire support. Of course, he feels more confident with Panzer IVs, then he should go for them. Jackson's there on the way, munitions being secured here.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits? Yes.
Northern munitions point falling in there. Troops rushing back and forth. And there go Lieutenant Force back as well. Time here for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is Kamfrenchie is finally sort of suffering a bit more resistance there from the hands of Augustus with Panzer Grenadiers. We're slowly getting towards Tier 2. We got Grenadiers with light machine guns. We got Panzer IVs and MG42, which is certainly also coming a bit of a pain and sadness. Of course, we also got the Pack 40. Plus, there's always here the fragmentation bombing run in reserve if it ever becomes necessary here to sort of do a lot of damage, for example, to some positions there for Kamfrenchie. Right now, though, for Augustus, I mean, getting a second Panzer IV is only going to help. He could consider maybe supporting with a fuel catch to sort of get up further armour. He could then sort of consider either supporting the two Panzer IVs with a flak panzer to just sort of help deal with infantry further, and saying there's a large infantry component here to Kamfrenchie, so a flak panzer to help deal with that, I think, could be a good investment. Or could of course try and rely on the Stug sort of fire support for the Panzer IVs, and while of course they more or less have the same damage and penetration, the Stug of course has the higher rate of fire alongside the higher range, so you can actually use the Stugs to then support the Panzer IVs, provide a bit more firepower, of course then target weak point as well to make things easier for the Panzer IVs. So you could make a sort of combination like that. You could of course also just try and save up resources for the Tiger with two Panzer IVs and all the other things there. You could actually pull it off reasonably well and even maybe win the fight before it becomes necessary, depending on how Kamfrenchie plays, of course. So there are some thoughts there. More mines, of course, would also be a good job to sort of further catch up enemy vehicles. I mean, he's got the munitions to lay down several mines. I mean, a few teller mines, maybe some S mines in the right places. I think could do a lot there for Augustus. For Kamfrenchie, he's now beginning to suffer a bit. Again, I can't help but feel it's partly due to this sort of, went for the platoon command post, but really made no use of it, and made little use of the company command post before finally going for the battalion command post and getting a Jackson out. One option, of course, could be to try and save up here for the airdrop. Combat group would certainly provide with further infantry, but also an anti-tank, and he might also get some bazookas there. So, I mean, it could be an option there for Kamfrenchie. But it also, could be a bit much, and of course could have some other problems if he has to save up that much manpower right now. But his actions then going to help us Sherman to sort of further support would be good. It could also be to sort of lay down further smoke screens to sort of negate MG42s and light machine gunners and such. That could actually, I think, do Kamfrenchie quite a bit of good as well. He needs to be a bit more aggressive with the Greyhound. I think sort of be used to sort of try and catch units and harassing off guard. And interesting enough, that's what he really hasn't been using it for. He's sort of been using it to sort of apply a bit here, bit of as a light tank. But again, he didn't really send it down to deal with the troops that were harassing down south, which would make more sense with the Greyhound. Quickly strike them, maybe try to get a wipe there with a canister round. Otherwise, since he does have the platoon command post, I would say he should get an M20 utility cart and begin laying down mines. In particular, since Augustus has no mine at the moment. I mean, you can catch, say, a Panzer IV at the right spot. That could do a lot for Kamfrenchie and sort of get back in the fight. So, I mean, really getting M20 right now to get some mines down in the right place, I think could do a lot of good there for Kamfrenchie. Otherwise, more Shermans, Jacksons, the Scott maybe also provide a bit of another way of laying down smoke could also be good. Otherwise, try to apply more pressure down here, but also from the south, try to sort of pressure Augustus maybe trying to sort of strike his bait a bit, force him to sort of react a bit more towards it again. That way force Augustus to be the one to spread out, rather than all the time being Kamfrenchie about it. I mean, right now there's a chance here that Augustus ends up controlling the flow of the battle, in which case, of course, it's going to be very difficult to sort of remove it from. So that's a bit of a worry there that Kamfrenchie has to worry about. Otherwise, I mean, there's not really so much else to comment on there, so let's head back to the fight and see what actually happens.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Of course, Augustus could also consider mortar half-attack for some light artillery support. I mean, a good incendiary round here and there could do a lot of good, I think.
We have a new panzer
A replacement anti-tank, by the way, might be a good option there for Kamfrenchie as well. Assault here towards the church. Panzer is fine there with the captain, quick about the Ladnung. Jürgen there gets smashed in by the bazooka rocket. Bomb grenade there shatters poor Captain Davies, as he was the last one to leave this, well, not ship, but church. Now 2 Panther 4s up here for Augustus. More Telemans going down there. I think it's a bit reckless to run front though off Kamfrenchie. Seems a bit bold. Church about to collapse, the Captain definitely not doing too well there. 2nd Panther 4 moving ahead here. At the same time, engagement up north. Panzer was getting eventually 2 Vets Riflemen, taking losses there, but quickly by the Ladnung. At the same time, Panzer were getting up hit there on the rear fronts. Rather than heavily damaged, still full size, and eventually there you go. Panzer is pushed away. Panzer 4 moving in to sort of try and save the day, maybe. Looks like he will be able to save the day there. Pintle machine gun firing away, and there we go. We see Kamfrenchie forced to pull back his infantry up north. Jackson responding. Bit risky to send it on their own, of course. You could easily get Panther first, in which case it's going to be an easy target for the Panther force to be dealt with. I mean, his infantry component is still strong, but it's only going to suffer a bit. And it's enough. I don't think he's actually further upgraded his rifleman with a 2nd BAR. I think that could have done him good as well, sort of later in the game, further increasing their firepower and certainly making things harder for both the Panzer Grenadiers and the Grenadiers, but it seems like he's just sticking to one. And now we actually got aerial cons going in for Kamfrenchie. Probably try and figure out, the positions here of his opponent, figure out what Augustus could be up to, maybe. You see here, Augustus slightly shifting some things about, maybe worried about an artillery strike or something.
Ready! Knock it off. Listen up.
We're jumping off, fellas.
Armor here.
Greyhound almost stretched into one.
Welcome to the death factory, boys. Stick with me.
Nothing for. Oh, we got bazookas actually upgraded here for Kamfrenchie now. Bazookas.
MG42.
Gaining a few here and there for some of the men, it seems. Not fully upgrading them though.
Let's go. Grenade.
Not fully upgrading them though. Still enough. We got the Panzers here with some grenadier support, barreling away through here. The Riflemen. More moving in though. There you go. Heavy fire going down. The Panzers, they might be forced away. Though of course the Grenadiers might be able to cover them. They could also risk being wiped out in return though. Oh, finally got a Greyhound there responding to something in the south. Up north, looks like we got a small assault here from the officers, all lined up, ready to try and make their way. Panther 4 though seems already here ready to spawn as well as lead us assault by the way though. Problems already arise there within moments, trying to take the victory point. The Panther 4 opens up. At the same time the Major sneaking in from the south. Captain creeping up there, maybe trying to go some runs against the Panther 4, so we'll start to go through. Jackson going to strike in, making use of the building here to try and obfuscate from here. Good, good. Whoa! More bazooka shots going through there, the Panzer 4. Panzer Grenadiers charging in northwards. Lieutenant, by the way, got wiped down. There you go, got the Jackson charging forwards. Need to pass right there, the Panzer 4, and oh! Hits the Telemine. Abandoned. Abandoned. Captain making his way forward here. And looks like, there we go, destroying the Jackson. Cannot take it and cannot afford to lose it to the Krauts. Good job there from Augustus. The Telemine definitely played a good role there. And denied Kamfrenchie use there of his otherwise heavy and expensive tank. So Major got wiped out as well. We're seeing a major loss of officers for Kamfrenchie now. Other Panzer 4 though in dire need of repairs. Still Kamfrenchie's got most of the map, but he's beginning to lose out now. Augustus is beginning to be more confident, his forces being more coordinated. And his punch is more painful. We got an anti-tank on there on the way. Rifleman hanging back there in the south, sneaking and waiting. We got a second MG42 here for Augustus for further battlefield control here. Pretty much trying here to seem to dominate the centre, allowing the Panzer force to operate elsewhere. So will Augustus here consider another Panzer IV, or will he be saving up for the Tiger here for some heavy armour to strike down the Yankees? And of course, what will Kamfrenchie do?
Task complete.
What will Kamfrenchie do? Quick grenade here would do good, but no, he does not pop it. Oh, a bit too late there, I think. Might be too late there for the rifleman. In fact, it looks like it. Wiped.
We lost an infantry
And we got
unit.
Pathfinders out now for Kamfrenchie. Pathfinders lay down some artillery that could work out pretty well. Utilised correctly. There it is there. I think a quick canister shot here might do the trick, since they're actually rather low on health. And
Sniffing around our asses.
will he do it though?
Point being
Seems like here
captured.
Kamfrenchie's not bothering with it though.
In here.
Solok in the centre, straight to the MG42's captain, pinned down, taking losses. Rear echelon's not doing too well either, with 2 MG42s, including 1 Veteran 2. I mean, they're going to suppress rapidly. Panzers there almost Veteran 3. Third Panther 4 there on the way for Augustus. And up north, oh dear, rear echelons with a bazooka, got wiped out there.
300 points.
A heavy loss there to Kamfrenchie. He's not getting much out of his bazooka so far.
We've captured it.
Sherman now on the way here for Kamfrenchie.
Is ready for battle.
And we got the 3rd Panzerkampfwagen here mobilised for the 2nd Panzer Division. And again further armour. Panzergrenadier advancing. And we got a Sherman there. Greyhound responding though. Almost victory. I mean, really hasn't done much out of that Greyhound, I fear. I mean, he's been a bit, I think, too passive with it, with Nolan. I think, nope, no anti-tank rifle here. I figured that might happen versus the Panther 4 though. Interesting now, Kamfrenchie's not popping one. I think he's not paying attention. Sherman immobilised here. Troops standing back doing nothing. Whoa! Heavy loss, there you go. Finally an anti-tank rifle grenade, but I think in this case Kamfrenchie got the Greyhound here responding. Panther 1000 here. I think he's sacrificing it to save his men. The anti-tank is turning up, by the way. I think he should try and catch up. There you go, armour piercing rounds up. Too bad, the Panther force. Yes! Oh, no, it isn't. We've got the Sherman moving in at the same time that the anti-tank gun crew is rather exposed here. Sherman opening up, Panther 4 pulling back, though it is damaged. I think the Sherman here could have a chance of knocking it out. And there you go, flanking in. Straight through the rear armour. Grenadiers moving up, might get up a Panther faster there, no. Fails to penetrate them, fails to penetrate. Looks like this is one tool the Panther 4 will not survive, and there you go, kaput. Worst part, that was his new Panther 4 there. Oh, quick rocket grenade here, leaving the captain in a pretty poor situation. Got lots of bazooka fire there, though, versus the Panther 4. But with no cover here, they are getting absolutely pummeled there by machine gun fire from both the Panther 4 and the Grenadiers. The high explosive rounds certainly are not helping. And there you go, wrecking the anti-tank, and showing here that Kamfrenchie cannot turn against Augustus. Panther force there rolling back. Strike there, shattering the Panzer Grenadiers, I believe. A heavy loss there for Augustus.
Yes.
Bazooka, by the way, not picked up by anyone. Got Pathfinders here hiding, though I fear they might be discovered in a few moments and dealt with harshly. There we go. I fear he might be a bit too late there to rescue them. Nope, barely made it. But now things have turned against Kamfrenchie. He's barely got any territory left. And now it's Augustus who's dominating the map. Getting another Panzer 4 there, by the way. Another Panzerkampfwagen 4. Straight from the Nibelungberg. There. Well, where the Panzer 4s were made. Generally different factories and such make the different pieces of armour and tanks and such. Usually by bidding out on some design, and then afterwards they get to make the tank if they won.
Ready.
So, little fun fact there.
Panzer 4.
Another Jackson out here though for Kamfrenchie. And we've got fresh cellar mines up north here. Certainly not a bad thing now. I mean, even catch another Jackson and cellar mine, of course. I mean, that's great stuff there for Augustus. Since the Jackson does not quite have the strength to survive that. Yes, they're fighting versus Canadians, like machine gun fire, they're breaking into the BARs with that show moving up there. No high explosive rounds there though for Kamfrenchie. Of course, he might be more worried about armour, but I mean, with armour, these rounds won't do much. Oh, reassurance! Barely made it out of that one. Bit lucky there for Kamfrenchie, capturing the centre, then a lot of trouble with 2 before 2's bearing down. Panther's getting to strike fortress, Shum needs to get out of there. Got a Jackson there supporting. That should help out. There we go, 90 from ground there, connects with the Panther 4, needs to be careful though. Does come under fire there for the Panther Force. There we go. Panther 4 low of help, we got Rifleman Force there. Now the Panther 4 with the Grenadiers basically blocking the way northwards for Kamfrenchie. At least not without sending a lot more troops. And we got BARs on the Intelligence and Recon Pathfinders as well. Interesting.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
All Panzer Grenadiers leading their way down here. Quick Canadian, I think, could work out. All getting the Sherman into support, which by the way has not been upgraded with the 50 caliber. Really should consider some high cruiser rounds. And there you go, Telemine spotted. Augustus certainly has not been resting in that department. Plenty of Telemines there to cause a lot of troubles there for Kamfrenchie's armour, and certainly good job there. Comparatively with Kamfrenchie, we haven't seen an M20 sort of try and set up the same there. I mean, had he then done that again, I think he could have done a lot more to deal with Augustus's armour. And certainly could also maybe, you know, equalise things in terms of losing his own Jackson to a Telemine. Quick smoke screen there, but I feel it's already too late here. The Panzer's already moving in close. We got a fun grenade there. Rifleman rapidly sent running home. And we got air reconnaissance going in there for Augustus in return, trying to figure out the position of his opponent, where his vehicles are and such. Good job there. Reconnaissance is a vital aspect of this game. The more you know about your opponent, the better you can respond to it. So good job there, good job there. It's a bit rare to actually see both players use air reconnaissance when they actually got access to it. Got a second Jackson there on the way. He's clearly worried about the Panzer Force a lot. So really he's going to focus on that. He definitely needs to switch over to Augustus rounds for this Jones to help deal with the infantry in the meanwhile. 3 Panzer Force, almost full pop cap there by the way for Augustus. A third option could now be actually taking up. So that might be a bit much. Bit of waiting time here as Kamfrenchie, I think, is basically waiting for that Jackson before he moves forwards. Needs someone to sort of quickly and rapidly deal with those Panzer Force before they can do too much. And there you go, Panzer's moving in. Rios getting caught there in the middle of the road, negative cover. And making short work of Dilbert, I guess. More Telemines going down there again. Augustus does not give up.
Ready at your disposal.
If there's one thing Augustus loves, it seems, it's Telemines. And it's certainly an understandable love. Nothing further though. It looks like we finally got some movement there from Kamfrenchie. With the arrival of the second Jackson, looks like he might finally make a move. We got a Telemine even there, but it's quickly stopped. Still, no high explosive rounds there for the Sherman. They really should shift over to it. At the same time, assault here with the captain straight to the Grenadiers. Not so good on his own there. Not versus veterans he fleet Grenadiers, in particular not the way he sort of made the assault there. Pioneers or engineers leading the assault there, but straight into so much fire. And I'm not entirely sure what insisted on attacking into the centre there. Of course, if we can take it, it would make it much easier to defend and hold, whereas if we had 2 here, I mean, it's going to be very awkward then for Kamfrenchie to hold. I mean, I can understand why, but at the same time, I think you should try focusing initially, of course, with minesweepers as well. Because again, Augustus mines his stuff. And there you go, mines going down there before two crew, almost wiping it, but not quite. Pentacle rolling a bit back and forth. At 40 firing. Oh, grenade there, grenade. Oh, that did basically nothing. Smoke screen going down there. Good job there. We've got Pentacles though moving forwards, not caring about anything. 18 kills. Bone grenade there, almost attempted. There you go again. They believe they're surviving the retain up parked. 21 kills. Grenades going off in response. Got more Pentacles there arriving. German still not using high explosive rounds. I wonder why Kamfrenchie is refusing to use, or if he's just not thinking about it, of course. If he's just forgetting it. I mean, there's a lot of questions there. Or if there's some particular reason there for Kamfrenchie to sort of use only armor-piercing rounds. Bit curious there. Because I think had he switched over to high explosives, he'd be getting a lot more sort of value out of that Sherman. He'd also be doing a lot more to Augustus's infantry. But so far, there is nothing. Looks like he is giving up at the centre for the time being. No, making another push here it seems. No, got a Jackson heading northwards. Careful, careful, Kamfrenchie. Panthers, they're taking losses. The minesweepers are not there, are they? No, they're making another attempt here, spotting another mines. Trying to sweep there, but the MG42 now actually fleet is making very short work of them. Got fresh Chiller mines down south, going to be making their way south as well. Pathfinder's moving up here with carbines and BAR. Certainly getting off some good kills there. Quick revive grenade, moving forward, but they are out in the open, they are easy targeted for the grenadiers, and the light machine gun expertly aimed, it tears them apart, ending their lives and being behind the BAR there for the grenadiers secure. Veterans one there for the Sherman, but overall seems like here Kamfrenchie has lost all aim. He's not entirely sure where to strike or where to defend. Victory points are running out. I think he's basically afraid to abandon the centre as well though. There you go. Shots fired. Panther here taking heavy damage. Veterans 1. Tank 40 ready to set up. And Sherman takes a nasty hit there. Jackson made to cover. Finally getting the point up there. Securing an up machine gun. Actually got the gun. It is there. Small victory for Kamfrenchie. Rifle moving ahead there with the Zugas and Brownings. Panther takes a hit there. We got more Jackson moving up northwards. Panther need to be careful. And again, so does the Jacksons. Cooks here, Panther, they go up in flames. There we go. Panther 4 kaput here. Bit risky by Augustus. Got a Tiger though available. Maybe that was why he basically did it. Wanting a Tiger instead. Might see the other Panther go down, but then again, Telemine! Another Jackson goes up in flames. There we go. Got a second Panther 4. Still one remaining though. South lost. Going for the central victory point as well. And he's just basically using smoke here. I think also the Sherman fired over smoke screen there previously, but just does seem everything he can here to sort of try and get the central victory point. Tiger though charges forwards. Rifle in a pretty risky situation there. Quick grenade there though was the bunched up units there. Good job, good job. Doesn't too much though. Rather than they're being pushed off the centre, Tiger sets in for the hunt. Jackson needs to move into their support with armor piercing rounds, except he doesn't have the munitions for it. South being lost as well. Things are falling rapidly apart here for Kamfrenchie. Sherman moving down to the south to support, but no high explosive round still. Got another Pathfinder unit there rhyming for Kamfrenchie. Another Pathfinder unit. Still not grabbing that bazooka though. Sherman being repaired.
We are ready for action. MG element ready. Panzer 4 ready.
So much wrecked armor up north. with the arrival and tank forwards, they're straight into the line of fire of the Panzer IV. The response is swift and remorseless, and there we go. Bazooka being picked up here by the veteran infantry V echelons. Northern victory point being secured. We got another Greyhound here in Fort Kamfrenchie. That is the third one. Feels a bit late. I think he's just doing it because he can, because at this point I don't think he's expecting to win this. Might be wrong, of course.
Standing by.
22 kills on the Panzer, it is 5 on the others.
Enemy can taste defeat. They only have 10 points remaining.
Counter-attack going in there. And we see GG there. Panzer Grenadiers pushed off, but it is too late. It is too late. And there we go, game over. A loss there to the United States of America, a victory to the Wehrmacht, although it took a bit of a while. They had a bit of a rough start due to Kamfrenchie strategy, but again, I think there was basically a problem. That was basically the platoon command post choice there by Kamfrenchie. That combined with not really making much of the company command post either. I mean, it felt really weird, and to some extent, at least for me, it felt like Kamfrenchie wasn't sure what to do there. So he basically sort of floundered around in the second and third tiers, which overall gave Augustus more time to bring up their army, and by that point, Kamfrenchie wasn't quite prepared. He then began suffering, loss of territory, since he rather had a lot of territory, but hadn't set himself up to defend it. He didn't have the reserves to sort of deal with it. He didn't have any tanks, nor did he have anti-tank guns set up. So basically, at that point, Augustus could sort of slowly push him back. It also helped, of course, that Augustus was much more focused here than a lot of Wehrmacht players, which also made him harder to push off. Overall, also ensured he at least had some fuel flow going on there. So good play there by Augustus, combined, I think, with Kamfrenchie's sort of indecision there. At least I'm going to call it indecision there. I think overall led to sort of longer-term Kamfrenchie's defeat. I mean, had he, for example, gone for them 20 with some march, I think he could have done a lot more to sort of stall down and, well, wreck any sort of armor assault from Augustus. What he just did, he got more, for example, pack howitzers, maybe some anti-tank guns. He could also make the control of the north, what little he had there, much more difficult for Augustus. Plus, he could have prepared better for any armoured breakouts. Of course, he could also just try rushing on for armour fast. I mean, that got, some problems there. But still, pretty interesting start there. Early BARs, early grenades, it did a lot of good for him. Actually, allowed him to sort of wipe a lot of units. And not necessarily a bad idea, but again, it was just, in terms of strategy, there were some problems by the mid-game, which overall led to problems of a larger kind in the late game. Augustus certainly played nicely. He gained sort of more control of the fight as it went on. He certainly used it wisely. He made good use of telemines, which absolutely wrecked those Jacksons. Had it not been for those telemines, I mean, he'd probably be looking a lot worse, and he could still have lost. So, I mean, good use there. They definitely paid off for him very well. Good use of the Panzer IV to a certain extent. I would like to see him maybe a bit more aggression here and there, maybe a bit of blitzkrieging, but overall, not bad either. And certainly also good use of the Panzer Grenadiers by him, and the MG42s also alright there, but I would like to see maybe some incendiary armor piercing rounds sort of help tear apart the infantry. But there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this match. Hopefully you learned something from it. Hopefully it gave us ideas for the matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell a friend, just share it with everyone. If not, send a replay and write some feedback in the comment section. And if you'd like support on the Propagandacast, consider donating. There is a link in the video description. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers, and thank you all for watching. Bye.